Okay, another episode of Sweat Shorts. Today we're going to look at how you can punch holes in your boil kettle, your mash tun, your hot liquor tank, what have you. Doesn't matter. I utilize a kegel with a couple of attachments. I just got a 3-piece ball lock valve. I got a whirlpool return, and I got a sight gauge. But I had to punch all those holes myself from a keg I bought on Craigslist. Doesn't matter if you bought one, if you got a nice one, if you want to do some updates, this is an easy way to do it. You're going to need a couple of pieces of equipment in your house. You use a power drill, which a lot of you already have. Your attachment, so you know how big your opening is going to be. I use a punch just to start, an 1/8 inch bit, just a regular bit I got around the house, and a couple of step bits, and a couple pieces of 2x4. That's really all you need to start this project. I also utilize ice water instead of oil. So a cup of ice water to keep the bit cool. Water's just easier to clean. So we're going to start off first. We're going to make a little punch with our punch to set our 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch bit, excuse me. Now we got a nice cool bit. We're going to keep the torque on low. Slow and steady wins the race. We're not trying to break any land speed records here. Dip the bit occasionally in the ice water to keep it cool. As we're doing this bit will go through this metal. You don't need any special bit. This bit's a couple of bucks for a set. I think I got at a local hardware store. Nothing fancy. This is how we start the hole for our step bit. Once we have our hole started, now we got a little bit of a nest to set that step bit in there. Same thing with the 1/8 inch bit. We're going to keep the bit cool by dipping it in ice water, and we're going to go nice and slow. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on here. This is not something that I need done extremely fast. So as that's going, I'm going to dip it back and forth, keeping it cool. The water's going to be a lot easier to clean up at the end with the shavings than oil would. Once that's finished, I like to mark my step bit on the diameter that I'm going to need to get to. So I put a little marking here on my step bit, and I'll drill down to there, checking frequently. You can always make a hole bigger, can't make it smaller. So here we go, we're just eating away at it. It's catching every now and again. If you don't keep it level, it'll catch. Dipping it in water, keeping it nice and cool. Not that big of a deal. Slow, slow, slow. Keep it cool, slow, slow, slow. You don't want that steel heating up on you. After that is finished, you're gonna want to check the hole to make sure. You file it down a little bit if you got some coarse sandpaper and a file. It's nice to keep those edges nice tight fit there. Got a couple silicone O-rings I'll put on there. I'm gonna fit it through. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of Teflon tape. I counter attach the Teflon tape, that way when I attach my quick release attachment, it doesn't undo itself. Little Teflon tape, whirlpool arm is added, and you can see it all attached here. Gonna tighten up my quick release for my whirlpool return, and then I'm gonna test this bad boy out. Got a couple pumps going, nice amount of water in there, clean out the keg, clean out all the stuff. The whirlpool's going. It's as easy as that to add to your boil kettle, mash tun, hot liquor tank. A few attachments here and there, bada bing, bada boom, you get yourself a custom system. As you can see, I've just been adding to it over time. Nothing fancy, nothing to get carried away with. So there you go. The easiest way I've found to add custom parts to your boil kettle. This is another episode of Sweat Shorts from the Handy Homebrew Show. Follow us, like us, subscribe, do all that cool stuff. Thanks for watching.